Blizzard has announced that it won't cost you a pretty penny this year in order to watch the livestream of Blizzcon 2023. Instead this year, the event will be streamed for free. This will be the conference's first in-person event in 4 years, set to feature big games in Blizzard's arsenal: World of Warcraft, Diablo 4, StarCraft, Hearthstone, and Overwatch 2. Previous years have had major announcements such as the expansions for World of Warcraft, also the notorious mobile game reveal for Diablo Immortal. Blizzard's most recent release has been hard to miss. Diablo 4 has already had some major milestones under its belt. This year's BlizzCon 2023 conference will be live streamed on all major platforms for free. In the past, Blizzard has offered virtual tickets for those who were eager to watch the exclusive panels live and of course in-game loot. The virtual ticket will be back this year, but as an optional purchase, it will contain in-game goodies, early access to exclusive BlizzCon merch, and more. If you're planning to go in person, a ticket will set you back at least $299 USD. Tickets went on sale on July 8th, with a second wave happening on July 22nd. Blizzard had already detailed a few community events such as the return of cosplay events. The Overwatch World Cup will be taking place featuring Overwatch 2 for the first time. Before we get into more RPG news, we just want to thank Roccat and Turtle Beach for sponsoring us. Get a gear discount down in the description below. Atlus has recently revealed an English trailer for the Persona 3 remake, known as the Persona 3 Reload, which is set to release in early 2024 worldwide. The footage was shown at this year's Anime Expo. This is the first time the new English cast gets to show off their stuff on a global scale. Persona 3 Reload presents a fan favourite in the Persona series. It is reimagined with cutting-edge graphics, modernised quality of life features, and an expectedly stylish user interface. Players will get to revisit the emotional and gripping journey enriched with new scenes, character interactions, and additional voiceovers. As expected, the graphics and aesthetics get the biggest change from the original. Everything has been enhanced with overhauled character designs, sprites, GUI, and immersive map models. Graphics will support up to 4K resolution, though it seems like the frame rate will be limited only to 60 FPS. Other noteworthy additions include a minimap, objectives bar, and even more NPCs within Goku High School. Some characters will be getting new side stories, fleshing out their personalities, and offering more time with us to bond. These are separate from the already existing social link in-game mechanics. The Persona 3 remake will be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC sometime in 2024. There was even more Persona news this week, as we got various spotlight trailers for Persona 5 Tactica. The adventure RPG will be having you leading the Phantom Thieves of Hearts against the Legionnaires. Choose your team of 3 heroes from the beloved roster of characters, each possessing unique abilities, talents, and personas to combat monstrous foes. One trailer highlights fan favourites such as the Joker, his persona Arsene, and Morgana. A new face joins the fold in the form of Irina, a mysterious revolutionary driven by a strong sense of justice. As worlds collide, she joins the Phantom Thieves to aid their cause. Both parties want to find out what the meaning of this alternate reality, the setting of the game, as well as how they can both restore things to order, as long as they join in on the fun with Irina and the rest of the Revolution army. Persona 5 Tactica deviates from the main series, taking on a more cartoonish art style reminiscent of Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth. The game introduces the tribangle mechanic, which is basically an enhanced version of the all-out attack. It also adds in the One More system, which allows players and their parties to unleash additional actions one after the other. Persona 5 Tactica will be coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC on November 17th. If you've been wondering how many hours you should set aside from the upcoming full launch of Baldur's Gate 3, this could give you a good estimate of how long it will take to play through. Be prepared to spend roughly between 75 to 100 hours for a playthrough, according to Larian Studios boss Sven Vinnick. In a recent interview with IGN last week, he shared some insight into how much time it will take to run through the game. Of course, there are all types of players when it comes to CRPGs, those who want to run through the game and those who are completionists. According to Vinnick, if you are the latter, you may have to put in a good 200 hours if you want to do everything. When it comes to the game's enormous replayability, there is so much players can do on new playthroughs, especially when it comes to rerolling, according to Vinnick, as the adventure could span months, so it's a good thing that the game has a drop-in, drop-out multiplayer feature. Are you excited for Baldur's Gate 3? What will be your first character build? Maybe you'll want to take up arms as an Eldritch Knight fighter, or maybe take on the Evocation School as a wizard. Be sure to take a gander at our builds and more on our wiki. Baldur's Gate 3 will be leaving early access on PC on August 3rd. It will later launch on PlayStation 5 on September 6th. The OG director of the Super Mario RPG was just as surprised as fans when Nintendo revealed the upcoming remake of the SNES classic game. The original director, Chihiro Fujioka, won't be involved with the new game, but welcomed the news all the same. In response to a fan tweet, Fujioka expressed that he's not involved in the remake, but also surprised and pleased with the news. Following the original title from 1996 on the SNES, the remake was announced at the June Nintendo Direct. It followed fan favourites Mario, Bowser and Peach as they aimed to repair the wish-granting Star Road. The remake promises a complete overhaul when it comes to graphics and the return of the same group of characters, plus some new original ones, Mallow and Gino. Square Enix teases twists, turns and treasure from the trailer. It looks to continue its traditional turn-based battles. Super Mario RPG is expected to release on November 17th for the Nintendo Switch. As with all news mentioned in this video, if you want to know more, there's a link in the description below. We got quite the update for Diablo 4 this week. A developer livestream for Diablo 4 announced the first season, which will be starting on July 20th. Titled The Seasons of the Malignant, players will be introduced to a new questline and be faced with a whole new threat coming to Sanctuary. This season also brings items called Malignant Hearts. These drop from elite enemies called Partly Corrupted. Players will then need to perform a ritual called Cage of Binding in order to capture these hearts. Doing so will cause the enemy to be reborn as fully corrupted. Defeating them will drop a version of Malignant Hearts that can be socketed into jewelry with infested sockets. Also coming is a brand new boss, legendary aspects, and season-specific unique items. A fresh season means starting out with an all-new character that needs to be created on the seasonal realm. You'll have needed to have completed the campaign on either Eternal or a seasonal realm with at least one character first. This will open up the option to skip the campaign, have your map readily available, all previous altars of Lilith unlocked, and any previous areas of the map revealed, as well as Renown. A battle pass for the season was also revealed, which earns you goodies by slaying demons, completing quests, and more. Players can earn items such as the Scroll of Amnesia, which will let you forget the traumas of Sanctuary, meaning you can get a reset for your skill tree and Paragon board. A premium battle pass revealed contains cosmetics to earn. Overall it contains 90 tiers, 27 of which are free tiers and 63 are premium. If you are making your way across Sanctuary, be sure to visit our Diablo 4 wiki and utilise our interactive map, which is very useful for tracking Lilith altars and lots of different other locations too. Don't miss out on the Bandai Namco Steam sale, as there are some great discounts currently happening. 2 great From Software titles are available with a major discount. Elden Ring, the latest in the studio's dark fantasy action-laden collective, has gotten a 30% discount. Not only slashing at foes, but Bandai is now slashing prices. Elden Ring pretty much stole the show in 2022, not only racking up 20 million units sold in just the first year of launch, but also accruing quite the bevy of accolades. The game is now 30% off, which means you can get it for $41.99 USD. If you thought that was a major saving, just wait until you see that Dark Souls 3 is now half off. These aren't the only Souls titles worth mentioning in the sale. Both Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 are 50% off. Another From title to grab is the action pack Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which is also half off at $29.99 USD. So you can grab each of the Dark Souls games, Dark Souls 1 and 2 for about $20 each, and Dark Souls 3 for about $30. Whether you're going in for the first time or your 100th, you can drop by our wikis for Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Elden Ring for all your Souls needs. If you want more recommendations when it comes to RPGs to play this summer, then you should definitely go check out our Golden Summer of RPGs Must Buy 2023 list video, as there's some good recommendations there of what you should pick up.
Well, that's it for the Week in the Wikis. Please join us again next week for yet another great week of gaming. Remember to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits. And budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks again for being part of this great community. Keep checking in with us with news, reviews, YouTube streams and vids, and general wiki goodness.